Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you again. Instead of doing a writing advice video, I actually received a question on Tumblr from my Ask Me Anything page, which I will link down below in case you guys are curious, about what the habits are of highly effective writers. And so, although I don't know what other writers do, I have done some research on them as well as myself, and I like to think of myself as a successful writer since I do have a book published and I have 2 more that I've written that are in the works to be published. So I've done a little bit of research and also put in my own methods for being successful. Today I would like to do a video about the 10 habits of highly successful writers. So let's get started with that. Number 1, read a lot. Read in your genre so you can focus on your subject area, but also read outside of your genre so that you can broaden your tastes. Writers need to read in order to prevent their style from going stale. The power of reading is probably what inspired you to be a writer in the first place, so stay connected to that feeling and keep reading. Number 2, manage your time wisely. We're all busy, but busy isn't an excuse. So when will you write? Before work or after? On the weekends or during the week? An hour a day? Every day? You need to be specific with yourself about when you're actually going to write, when you're going to commit to write, especially when you're first starting out. You can log and track your hours if you need to, as if it's a full-time job. Being hard on yourself in the beginning will give you an idea of how many pages you can produce in a given period. That will help you understand how to set and meet your goals. One thing is for certain though, do not wait for inspiration. Don't try to find time to write, make time. Make it a part of your daily schedule and stick to it. Number 3, set goals with deadlines and make a detailed plan to achieve them. Some people prefer weekly goals, other people prefer yearly goals. Most likely, your yearly goal will be to write a book or to finish writing a book by the end of the year. The reason why many people with this goal fail is because they did not make a specific plan or a detailed plan to achieve this one overarching goal. So I prefer to set one overarching goal plus quarterly and monthly goals to go along with my overarching goal. This may sound like a lot of goal setting, but it's really not, because each monthly goal contributes to your quarterly goal, and your quarterly goals contribute to your overarching goal. So all of these smaller goals are just the plan to help you get to your one big goal at the end of the year, which is to finish writing a book. For example, last year my overarching goal was to have the sequel to the Alpha Drive novel, which is called The Order of Omega, completely edited and finished by the end of that calendar year. I set word count goals for myself for Q1 and Q2 of last year, which was 35,000 words completed by the end of each quarter. Now, if you can do the math there, 35,000 plus 35,000 is 70,000 words. So 70,000 words was more or less the rough draft that I would have for The Order of Omega. So by June, I had 70,000 words written, which is a pretty great first rough draft. Q3 goals included editing and reworking the novel so that it could be ready to read for beta readers. Q4 goals included recruiting beta readers and also incorporating their edits into the novel and then sending that draft to my editor. Now, I'm not going to lie, my Q4 goals have moved into Q1 of 2016, but I'm still on schedule to release this book when I originally intended. And I honestly think that without these specific goals, these monthly and quarterly goals, it would have been almost impossible to move forward and be where I'm at today. So setting monthly, quarterly, and an overarching goal, they're all really important in helping you meet that overarching goal. Number 4, find your happy place. You need to determine what kind of writing space you need to be in order to make yourself the most productive. Some people can work in busy and noisy places like cafes or maybe even waiting for the subway or a train, whereas other people prefer locking themselves in a quiet location where there are absolutely no distractions and they cannot be disturbed. Find what works for you and make a promise to yourself that you will only write in that environment, because that environment is what helps you be the most productive writer that you can be. Number 5, finish your work. Don't write your first chapter and then stop to edit it. Because most likely what's going to happen is that you're going to keep stopping and editing and reworking that chapter until it's absolutely perfect. And to be honest, you're going to completely lose your flow. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, writing and editing are 2 very different things, and they use different sides of the brain. When you're writing, keep the writer hat on and let the right side of your brain run with its creativity. Once you've written the entire first draft, and I mean the entire first draft, then you can go back and edit. But finish your work first. Number 6, develop a thick skin. If there's one thing you need to learn in life, it's that in general, people are mean. There will always be haters, no matter if you are a writer, if you are some sort of artist or a singer or a dancer, or you're in the public eye, or maybe you're just a regular old Joe who is not in the public eye. There are always going to be haters. No matter how perfect and polished and amazing you think your book is, there is always going to be someone out there who just doesn't like it, or maybe just doesn't like you. Don't believe me? I went on Goodreads the other day and I typed in Harry Potter, and believe it or not, there are people out there who have given the entire Harry Potter series 2 stars. 2 stars, you guys, for Harry Potter. Now, I know this isn't the majority, but this just proves my point that there are people out there who just are mean, or they just don't like what you write, and that's okay. You just have to remember there is nothing that you can do about it, and you just have to develop a thick skin. Maintain your confidence as a writer and just let the negativity go. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So just remember that. Number 7, grow your author team. Besides your family and friends who know how important writing is to you, you also need to find other people to have in your corner. Beta readers, critique partners, your editor, your cover designer. All of these people need to be in your corner. Having people like this in your life will not only help support your book, but they will also help support you as a person. One of my beta readers whom I met online ended up becoming my critique partner and one of my best writer buddies out there. Trust me, you need people like this. Build your team and your community, and the whole writing, editing, publishing experience will be so much more amazing than you ever could have dreamed. Number 8, love your readers. Your readers are the reason you are in business. Without them, your story wouldn't be heard and it wouldn't be read. So make sure while you're writing for yourself that you're also writing for your readers. Honor and appreciate your readers' investment by doing your very best work. And just make sure that your readers' time reading your novels, make sure for them it feels like it's time well spent and not just a pointless sacrifice. Number 9, communicate. If your readers or fans reach out to you via social media, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, make sure you pay attention to them. Love your readers because they are the ones taking time out of their day and their lives to read something that you wrote. They are volunteering their time to do this. So answer their questions, acknowledge their tweets, and respond to their Facebook messages. Many of them want to be a writer someday, just like you, and they'll want advice from you as to how you got where you are. Be that author that you wish you could have talked to when you were first starting out. Readers are a part of your author team, and you need to nurture them. Number 10, love what you do. This is kind of an obvious one, but writing is hard. Writing a book is even harder. And promoting a story that you wrote to the masses in the hopes that they'll love it just as much as you do is even harder. So love what you do, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't make you happy, then maybe it's time for you to find something else to do. Just remember, very few writers really know what they're doing until they've done it. As Joseph Chilton Pearce once said, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. That's all that I have for you guys today. Those are the 10 habits of highly successful authors. If you like the content, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My debut novel, The Alpha Drive, is available for purchase on Amazon in both paperback and ebook, so I would love for you to check it out. I'll put the link down below for you guys. As always, if you have anything you'd like for me to talk about in one of my next videos, you can tweet at me at authorKristenM, or you can leave a comment down below. You can also go to my Ask Me Anything box on Tumblr if you'd like to leave a question or a comment anonymously. I post new videos every Tuesday. I will see you guys next time. Bye!